I'm standing here at the star of the show at the MSI booth, Computex 2025. Isn't this Meg PC case build just something out of this world? This PC case basically works like a test bench. You build your whole PC outside of it and then just slide it inside. They also have the new Meg Vision Light 2s on both sides with a godlike motherboard and the screen on top of their cooler that can actually also rotate, so rotate in 90-degree intervals. The cooler's name is the Coreliquid E13 Enthusiast build. It's beautiful. Have a look at this 6-inch LCD display. They focused on center flow radiator design, and it has right there on the block next-gen thermal compound that MSI developed themselves. That's exciting. It's just screens all over the place at the Computex 2025 MSI booth. You're in for a good one. Let's get it started. Last year at Computex, we saw the Meg Vision X AI. This year they have a second-gen version of it. Everything's the same except the insides. It's a full gaming PC, but also an AI PC. Now, they noticed that AI gets a little bit confusing for many people, so they said, hey, we understand. We'll build in something called easy mode and non-easy mode. Easy mode simplifies your operations of your secondary screen of this Meg Vision X AI PC case. And if you go over to the non-easy mode, you can see all of your controls. You can even decide which AI model you would like to run, and you can hot access some of your applications like MSI's new AI robot. What's really cool about MSI's new AI robot is you can train your own onboard AI, so you don't have to get that data exposed to the online world. You can also use this AI for stupid things like turn down my brightness. It does work. I've seen it work with my own eyes, but I don't have time to wait now anymore. Moving on. Next up, we have some crazy cool concept devices from MSI. Have a look at the Cyclone, the RTX 5070 12GB. It's a visual OC. Does it look familiar? It's really cool. And also they have a full titanium edition of their RTX 5090. It's a 32GB Supreme Titanium edition. All concepts, obviously. Not out yet, but we really hope they hit the market soon. If you've ever wondered how a vapor chamber looks inside of a graphics card, this is a visual representation of how they also progress with the design thereof and how they're continuously innovating even inside of the copper pipes. For example, they're changing from a coarser copper powder to a finer copper powder just to make sure the heat dissipation works as effectively as it possibly can. Let's move on to the next stuff. We're also presented with a massive upgrade to the Expert series cards. We have the 4080 Super 60GB Expert upgraded to the 5080 60GB Expert OC. What they've done is they've increased the size of the vapor chamber. This is basically the card with the best cooling we have other than liquid cooling, obviously. They've also done a fantastic job with the design of the card. Small angles that change that just make it look so elegant and sleek. They've also decided they're going to do a push-pull configuration for increased cooling capacity. It's MSI and cooling all over the place at the moment. So sick. MSI is also bringing us a brand new Strike Pro wireless keyboard. It is a beauty. It has cold, silent mechanical switches that really gives a very quiet and tactile feel and feedback. Its multi-layered sound dampening structure has a reduced noise capabilities. Its PBT dye supplemented keycaps that's really gonna last you a long ass time, and supports MSI SwiftSpeed 2.4G wireless technology, Bluetooth, and it has a little touchscreen at the top. You can switch between your devices by simply clicking Bluetooth 1, 2, or 3. I'm gonna slow this booth tour down a little bit. This keyboard really is super comfortable to use. This is the type of keyboard that I can run as a daily driver. It's not noisy at all. The touch is so soft. It's such a functional device, and the build quality really screams premium. I love the tactile feedback of the scroll wheel. I love the density of the keys that I'm pressing. I believe this could be one of those keyboards that you put on your desk and run it for 15 years plus. They also have a wireless mouse. This is the Versa Pro wireless, a full deconstructed view right over here. We're gonna get one of these into the studio literally in a week from now to fully stress test it. The design's amazing, the comfort level's amazing. I just have one question though, and that is, who designed that? Who decided that they're gonna make this magnet? I don't know. I don't know. Moving on. Now I know memory isn't the most exciting thing, however this is pretty exciting because we have TSMC's Phison 6 nanometer controllers inside of a 4 terabyte, 14,800 and 14,000 megabits per second transfer speeds in a SSD that does not need a heatsink. That's mad. And they also have a new department called the Enterprise Department for their SSDs, allowing enterprises to go up to, I shit you not, 61.44 terabytes of a SSD that also runs at 14,700 megabits per second. What? Now I know you guys are all white build lovers, so MSI has the Meg X870 Tomahawk Wi-Fi on display, and the silver and white is a very beautiful touch to their motherboard. But I have a question, and I asked this to one of the designers here at the MSI booth. I asked him, what if we can make the RAM slots and the PCIe slots white? And he winked at me saying, soon. That's exciting. Check this out as well. This is their easy DIY power supplies, and what they've done for most of us who don't know what we're doing when we're building PCs is they've added a little yellow connector to the power cable, so when you plug it in, give me a second, hold up. When you plug it in, you can see whether you have it fully plugged in or not. You'll see a little bit of yellow sticking out there, and you can obviously properly put it in. Now you know it's right. That's a gold star right there, baby. Moving on. Now I hope you're about to freak out as much as I am. This is called the Meg Vision Light 12 from MSI. It is an extended display that goes into, get this, any PC case. It's not exclusive to MSI's motherboards. You can even plug this in as a docking on the side of your PC case with a USB cord. How cool is that? You know what's even cooler about this 12-inch? It goes into any AIO 360 slot. I shit you not. And have a look at this beautiful PC case. How sweet is that? Dude, I love all white builds. In an age where everything is square and sharp, MSI says, hey, look at our MPG Coreliquid P13. It is a rounded edge screen display on the water cooling block of the CPU. Yes, it has a little silver shine to it, and it has an awesome little cover that hides away the cables, so it's a really minimalistic design. They run all of the cables through your cords that goes to the actual liquid cooler, and then this. Now I know there are liquid coolers that hides this better, but why couldn't they just gone the extra mile and actually gave us a way to hide even these cables? It seems like they're leaving something for next year or something. There's also a black version of this. Have a look. Now I think the black version is my personal favorite. However, if I could do a all white build, I think this would be a great addition. Let's move on. So behind me we have a QD-OLED panel that's breaking the market in the sense of most of these AI panels we used to see has a little sensor that can see whether you're there or not, turn the screen off or on. But this specific situation, they actually programmed the AI to say, please notice when this is a human stepping in front of the screen or away from the screen, turn it off or on in a situation like that. So when a cat passes the screen, that won't trigger it. It's only going to be a human triggering it. What's also cool about the AI that they built into the screen now is the AI will monitor your screen for hotspots, turning those white hotspots down a little bit to make sure the burn-in isn't as intense. MSI is really going all out to prevent this whole burn-in situation with QD-OLED panels. Oh, and did I forget to mention one of the coolest parts? That's 500 hertz of goodness. Moving on. I'm standing next to a 600 hertz display. You heard that right. But what makes this really interesting is the fact that it's a TN panel, not an IPS panel. So what that actually means is IPS panels, because they have such a crisp and dark black, they're sometimes a little bit slow. So they have to change over to a TN panel, which allows for higher refresh rates, just not as crisp blacks as you'd get on an IPS panel. But that allows gamers like myself, Counter-Strike players, to get 600 FPS on a screen. That's mad, my dude. Now I have to say, one thing I've noticed here at the MSI booth is the year 2025 is basically MSI's year of making it easy for the consumer to build a PC. They're taking away a lot of the risks and the frustrations. They're even taking away something that I thought was cool, and that's playing with the screws. All of this you see here behind me can be mounted onto your motherboard without using a single screw. You just clip and open. You literally just clip and open. Clip and open. Single-handed. What? That's so cool. And they made it safe as well. At the back of this X870 Tomahawk motherboard, you'll find nothing that can stab you. This is a whole new way of soldering onto a board. It's smooth and soft. This should be blowing your mind right now. They had to change factories to produce solderless boards. It's not solderless completely, it's just a new way of soldering onto a... It's really cool. I'm freaking out. Computex 2025 is being good to us. Now, MSI also has something for the B2B, the business behind the people. This is called the QB AI Plus 2M. You know what makes this device really cool? This is a Copilot Plus PC. This little PC right here has a Core Ultra 7 inside of it. It can run 3 screens at the same time. And if you have the right monitor, you can literally just power this little thing right from the monitor. MSI really prioritized AI in the age of AI with this little device, so neural processing unit is at the top order of the day, meaning if you do a lot of AI processing on board, on your PC, at work, then this would be very good for that. I need this, and then there's another one I'll show you soon. This is one of the world's most famous virtual YouTubers that collabed with MSI to create all of this magic you see in front of your eyes. It's IronMouse. Have a look closer at the motherboard they custom built. Even the cooler, this screen, the keyboard, the case itself. What screen is this? What? It's like a thin... That's so cool. Oh my word. Have a look at this. It has a tail. The screen has a tail. Okay. Moving on to the laptop part of the store at the MSI booth, we're looking at the Artisans collection, and may I say, this is the most beautiful laptop I've seen in 2025. And you know what's even more special about these laptops? They are handmade. I shit you not. Every single one of these laptops have a different design. It's the same design, but there'll be flaws making every one of these unique. The people behind this gorgeous design, Okadaya, literally hand works on every single one of these covers. It's been an art that's been around for more than 400 years, and now they've decided to partner with MSI to bring us some of the most gorgeous laptops. So how was it working on this project with MSI? What does it mean to you?
こんにちは。ですね、日本の代表的な有名なですね、今のIT 業界とのコラボレーションですね。で、日常とかですね、通常のオフィスでも使ってほしいという思いから作りました。
Thank you very much.
It's okay.
Yeah, we love this device so much. The design is beautiful. Each one of these Artisans devices will be shipped in a beautiful box that is the whole experience, but not only the box, you'll also get a custom Bluetooth mouse that comes with it, a badge holder of some sorts, which is really cool, and a mousepad. I think it's clear to see why MSI has been taking home so many awards this year. On the business side of things, these two laptops and those right there, they bring something interesting. These student laptops got cooling upgrades and the logo has changed. That's MSI's new sleek logo you'll find on some of their business laptops. How cool? Now, if you've watched Jensen's keynote speech, you'll notice that he had a laptop with him on stage. This is the laptop he had with him on stage. It's the Cyborg from MSI. This is a new and refreshed one. It's the 5060 version. There might be a 5050 version coming soon as well. Hush hush though. All of these 50 series devices from MSI will come with somewhat of a Blackwell technology NPU preference, meaning they'll be able to handle new AI robot from MSI, allowing you to have an AI assistant with you on your PC, asking them to, for example, increase the brightness, decrease the brightness, as we saw at that other video, or simply asking your AI something like, hey AI, where can I turn the setting on or off for whatever your heart's desire is? That's the shortcut key that MSI is bringing to a local processing AI on your computer. You'll be able to run your own training models, like I've mentioned, with the PCs. The same will happen on your laptops. And zooming in a little bit on the design of the Cyborg, you'll notice this is cutting-edge coolness gaming at an affordable price. As affordable as a brand new technology 50 series laptop can be. You've seen the Claw 8 AI before. There's a new version of this called the Claw A8. This is a AMD version of the Claw with a total redesign. Now don't get confused, you do not get Intel on the new Claw, you'll only get AMD. So there isn't a new Claw 8 and a old Claw 8. There's more a Intel Claw and an AMD Claw. So you'll buy your preference device based on whether your game that you're going to play needs an AMD more than an Intel. Maybe you love Monster Hunter, so you'll want an AMD version, or perhaps you just like the awesome colors that the new Claw will come in. They've improved the airflow, they've improved the ergonomics, they've improved a lot of things on the new Claw, but you don't get Intel in the new version. Anyways, that was my part here at the MSI booth at Computex 2025. I really hope you enjoyed the coverage. Please let me know if you have any questions on the tech we reviewed, and we'll be getting many of these into studio soon. So if you want in-depth reviews, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. This was Stefan from We Do Tech, spending the money, sometimes wasting it, so you don't have to. Cheerios.